Hey guys, welcome back to AmSamFam. Where are we going today, Holden?
Alao Beach!
Woohoo! Oh, this place is so beautiful. It's been really rainy this weekend and we're like, should we do it? Should we not? Is it just going to rain on us? But I tell you what, we made the right decision because this is the right place to be this weekend. Like we always do when we come to a beach, we made sure to ask permission here in the village. And when we asked permission, they were so awesome and pointed us to these fales on the beach here and said, oh, well, you guys go ahead and use the fales too and enjoy the beach and have a great time. So we were so lucky to be able to have a great spot to spend the day here, whether it rains or whether it's super sunny. We've got a beautiful spot to hang out. While I'm here, I wanted to say thank you so much to Blue Sky Communications, who is sponsoring this video today. We appreciate all the services you guys offer to our island and for always putting your customers first. We're going to go walk down and explore this beach a little bit more and show you what exactly we love about the beach here at Alao.
Chilly today.
Yeah. Whew, feels good though.
By chilly, I mean it's like 75.
We've got to get out to Onu'u one of these days soon and bring you guys along with us. If you remember, we did go out to Onu'u one other time, but you guys didn't get to see it because we lost the GoPro before we had a chance to get all the video off and show you guys. So we've got to get back out there again soon. So the beach here at Alao is kind of a special place to us for kind of an interesting reason. When we first came to American Samoa, one of the first weeks we were here, it was rainy and just kind of crappy weather. And so we thought, you know what, let's just go take a drive and let's go explore the island. We made it clear out here to the east side and we came across this incredibly, just stunningly beautiful beach. It had stopped raining and so we decided to stop and get out and play in this new beach. Nate went down with Hadley and Holden first and they were kind of playing in the waves while I was up on the beach with Kip. Kip was only 3 years old at the time, so he was just a little tiny guy. And so when Nate and the kids were done, Nate came up and said, hey, do you want to come take a turn playing in the waves? And yeah, for sure. And so I start heading down and Nate says, hey, just so you know, just be aware that this is a really strong current. Like this is the strongest current I've ever felt anywhere. I'm like, okay, I got it. So I head out to play in the waves. And Holden, who was 6 at the time, came out with me, and so we're playing, and these waves were coming. We were having a great time, and one of the waves pulled my slipper off, my flip-flop, and so I went to grab it, and I turned back around. I realized that this current had pulled us out. I could no longer touch with these waves coming down on us with my 6-year-old son, who, I mean, he could keep his head above the water, but he was a pretty good swimmer, but he was still a 6-year-old. And so I tried to start swimming back in, and this current that was pulling us was so strong, I couldn't fight it. And I don't know how long we were out there. It felt like we were out there struggling for like an hour. I'm sure it wasn't really that long. It turns out that we had been caught in an AVA. So an AVA is a rip current where there's a break in the reef, and when the wave comes in, the water gets trapped on this side of the reef, and as it goes out, all of the water channels out through this little break in the reef, and it is super, super strong. For anybody who has experience with this or has been trained in this, they know to not fight against the current, either to swim, you know, sideways parallel to the shore to get yourself out of it, or to just let it carry you out past the reef, and then you can circle back around and come in over the reef and be able to come in just fine and be safe. I wasn't thinking about that at the time. I was panicking, and pretty soon Holden was panicking because his mom was panicking. It was an awful, super scary experience. I thought that was the end. I thought this was a waste of 2 beautiful lives, and that's the end. All right, goodbye world. But as AVAs go, as rip currents go, eventually I did get out of the current, and I was able to climb up onto the reef and get myself and Holden back up to shore. Moral of the story is that we learned a really, really important lesson that day about respecting the ocean, one thing, not being quite so careless when we head out to play in the waves. Another lesson in understanding the ocean and understanding the pulls of currents and tides, and understanding how to keep yourself safe in those different kind of water situations. That spot was just right back there. And so every time we come drive by or allow or come back to play, we know the exact spot where that AVA is. And we are very, very aware of it and very, very respectful of the ocean now, and understanding our limits and the ocean's power.
So you find these beautiful cowrie shells, like this pretty pinkish purplish color and kind of like a cheetah spotted color, or like a leopard print sort of thing on their outside. You find them all over the island, but there seem to be a lot of them here at Alao. So this is a good place to find them, and you can find them. They're huge sometimes, and you find them like easily 10 times the size of that. But if you ever want to come looking for some pretty shells, Alao is a great spot for it.
today has been just exactly what we needed. It has been a crazy week plus some. If you've been following our story, you'll know that, about a week and a half ago, we got notice that we had 9 days to get our boat moved off of the dock. And so we've been working so much, spending long hours and all of our time and energy getting everything ready for that. You can see more of that story right there in that video. And so that was yesterday. We moved our boat out. The story isn't quite done yet, so there's more to tell for that. But we got the boat moved off the dock, and then yesterday evening we had a tsunami warning. And so if any of you guys have been following that story, you'll know that there were some pretty big volcanic eruptions in Tonga, and because of that they issued tsunami warnings throughout all the Pacific. People were messaging. We even got a text message from Blue Sky Communications letting everybody know about the tsunami warning, making sure everybody was aware of it and knowing that they needed to head to higher ground. So we're so grateful to Blue Sky for providing that service for our island, and so grateful to everyone who takes the time here to make sure that their family, their community, strangers that live here, that share the island with them, make sure that everybody knew what to do, where to go, and when it was all done, make sure that everybody knows that it's safe, at least for the time being, to head back home. Now in 2009 we had a huge tsunami hit American Samoa. We weren't here for it at that time, but we've heard the stories about it, and it caused so much destruction and there were deaths, and it was not something that we wanted to mess with. So when we heard about the tsunami warning last night, we were out, and so instead of going back to the boat, which is now sitting in the middle of the harbor, we were so lucky and so grateful to be able to go up to some friends' house that live up on higher ground. And so we spent the evening up there. They were so awesome and so great to welcome us up there, and so many other people that reached out to us offering us a place to ride out the craziness for. We stayed there until the all clear. It was a stressful night after a big, long, exhausting week. And so Nate and I kept our phones on, kept the sound on our phones, and kept these alerts on to let us know of anything else coming down the line. And so we woke up this morning and we were still tired, and we just thought, you know what, where is a place that we can go and just relax and just forget about everything, forget about the boat and everything still happening with that, and where can we just go and have fun together and relax and get in the water and have quick access to a road up to take us up to higher ground just in case. But it's been absolutely perfect. The weather has mostly been good. We got a little bit of a misty rain, but nothing bad at all. So we want to say one more time a great big thank you to Blue Sky Communications for the services they offer to our islands here. Not only the phone services, but things like the tsunami warning that we were able to see on our phones last night. We have been big fans of Blue Sky ever since we moved here. And so it's an honor for us to be able to work with them and to have them supporting our channel and to be able to also support them. We love their services and we rely on them every single day. So if you're here in American Samoa, make sure to check out Blue Sky. They've got great phone and data services, Wi-Fi for your home, and a great inventory of phones and tablets and all the accessories to go with them.
I made this with my own two hands.
All right guys, today has been the perfect relaxing day that we needed after some crazy times. But it's getting a little bit later. We are going to wrap it up and head home. Thank you so much for joining us again out here. If you get the chance to come up to Alao and enjoy the beautiful views, the beautiful beach, then make sure you do, because it is a special spot here on the islands, and it's one that you do not want to miss. All right, guys, we're going to say tofa soifua.
Tofa soifua.